Hi, I'm Jen Leong, licensed marriage and family therapist. I am based in Long Beach, California, and I'm here today with my friend and colleague, Martine Evans, who's also a licensed marriage and family therapist, and she's based in Southern Orange County.
Hi.
So today, Martine's going to ask me some questions about grief.
What do you think stops people from seeing a therapist in times of grief? Either grief, average, normal, whatever you would call it, or complicated.
What stops people? The pain of grief is usually what stops people. So, one of the things that we know about grief is that in order for grief to heal, and remember, grief doesn't go away, but it changes, but in order for those changes to take place so that it becomes lighter, you have to go through the pain. And there's that fear that comes up of going through this pain, of acknowledging how deeply I hurt because I'm missing this person in my life.
So it would seem to me that the instinct would be, if I ignore it, if I press it down and push it away, it will go away.
Yeah, a lot of people try that road. And
how well does that work in your experience?
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It comes back. You know, I worked with people who ignored their grief for decades, and it comes up in other ways. Like I was talking about, like manifestations of depression or anxiety,
anger,
or lots of anger, or just not being able to even connect with your family that is still here because they're reminders of what you don't have. So all of those
you isolate and live in a bubble that we're not equipped as human beings to do well in.
No, we need that connection. And when we push away the pain of grief, we're pushing away connection too. And that's also connection with the person that has died.
So it makes it worse.
It makes it worse, and we feel alone. So there's a lot of layers to it, but ultimately, I think what keeps people away most, what I hear from people, is just, it's scary.
Fear.
It's scary to say, hey, I'm going to go and feel all of these emotions I've been trying to avoid.
On purpose.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and feel sad, angry, confused, happy and guilty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it takes a commitment to wanting to live a better life.
And courage.
And courage.
Yeah.
I can see why people might be frightened.
You know, another thought I have on why people don't, or what happens when people don't engage with their grief and don't feel it and don't connect with the person who has died, is that we can act out in ways that are not typical for us because we're missing part of our internal support. That person that died that was important to you filled a space, and when we push away the pain, we leave that space vacant, right? So it's like you have this building and you've taken a piece of the foundation out. And you have to pay attention to it and repair it. The other building will get the Leaning Tower of Pisa if you're lucky. It's
Leaning
just
Tower
crooked.
of personality. Or it could start to crumble.
Or it could fall.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's important to process the grief either through some of the avenues you mentioned or with a therapist. That makes sense.
Yeah, and grief is a normal and healthy process that often people can go through on their own or with their family or in their community. But sometimes additional help is it's help. I'll see you again. I hope you're doing well. And if you'd like to talk with me, you can find me on my website, jenleongtherapy.com. I'd love to hear from you.